These things are silently eating away at your earnings and you don't even know it. What are they? Find out in today's Shaggy's Ideas. So there are some little sneaky items that are lurking around, waiting to grab that hard-earned cash that you have in your wallet, if you even have any. Because sometimes you look at your wallet and you're like, where'd my money go? But I'm gonna give you these items that are eating away at them so you could be more cautious about them. Now, before I begin, if you enjoy topics like this, consider dropping me one of these. It really lets me know that you like content like this, and I'll make more of it. Consider subscribing to Shaggy's Ideas for more self-improvement from, well, me, Shaggy. Number 1, coffee. And I don't mean the coffee you make at your house. I'm talking about Starbucks coffee. Over here we have something called cafelados. You know, little luxury drinks or something like that. $5 basically. $5. Let's just say you go 3 times a week, right? Because there's some people that have Starbucks on a constant basis. So that would be 15, 30, 45, $60 per month. If that was 3 times a week, let's just say you go every day, right? And then you consider $100 extra. Would you rather have $100 extra in your pocket or go to Starbucks? You know, then you would maybe consider, maybe I should go less. Maybe I should bring my own homemade coffee prepared, right? So, in line with number 2, and here's a fix with us, something that you could do. And this works with this one. Number 2 would be bottled water. $1 per bottle, right? You just go out and get a bottle of water. And I'm not saying don't do it, it's fine, you know? But little by little, these things eat up at your, you know, finances. Little by little, dollar by dollar. Hey, $5 here, $1 here. They add up, and they add up quick. Some people just go like, oh, it's just $1. Is it really? You know, but if you find $10 on the ground, you go like, whoa, yeah, that's great. $1. And it's just 1/10. It adds up quickly. You could buy like the big pack and just take the bottle with you. You know, they cost like, what, like $5? And it brings like 32 of them. And you have some reserve in case of emergency because you don't know what could happen. Earthquake happens, you have some water. So it's more for your money. You could take you with you, and it could be used as a reserve instead of just buying one everywhere you go. Oh, I'm thirsty. $1 here, another one over there, because you didn't even bring your own water. So a easy fix to this would be bringing your own aluminum bottle, kind of like we call it un telmo in Spanish. I completely forgot the name in English, but one of these bottles that keep it warm if it's warm and keep it cool if it's cool, one of those. So you could bring your own homemade coffee, much cheaper than buying Starbucks, and you could bring your own water in one of those containers easily. So number 3 would be buying drinks at a restaurant. Most of these restaurants, let's just say something like, let's not even go too fancy, let's just say Pizza Hut, right? They charge you an insane amount, at least in my experience, for drinks. And we're just talking about soda here, regular old soda, no alcohol, nothing like that. If you go for like the alcohol, that's way more expensive instead of just buying it at a store. Pro tip. So they'll charge you easily $3 per drink on something that's not really worth $3. It could easily be $1, maybe less. However, most restaurants, most places give you free tap water. Most. Included with any order. I have personally been doing that myself every time I go out to eat, and it has personally saved me a bunch of the money. It has. And it's much more healthier. Water. So you're being healthier and you're being healthier towards your wallet. So that's a win-win. Number 4, and this is a pretty obvious one, but there's some people that are still out there doing this mistake. Paying for cable. I get it if you're in a contract or something for whatever reason you decided to get in a contract with cable. No judging. But there's much better options out there. I like Netflix, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll. I don't know. What do you want? Anime? You want series? You want movies? HBO Max? There's a whole bunch of them. And at way cheaper prices. I think it would be way cheaper to get all of them, most likely, than to pay hundreds of dollars for a cable subscription. No, it's disgusting. And paying for Dish? No, what's the point? You could get everything you need in Netflix. You could get, HBO Max, movies. You want more like kid stuff, Disney Plus. Just, there's options out there. And heck, if you have like a smart TV that connects to YouTube, you can watch a whole bunch of stuff in YouTube too. You don't really need cable nowadays to watch kid cartoons. If you want kid cartoons, like Netflix has its own kid series and stuff, and it's at a way cheaper price, like I don't know, $8 to $15, depending on which service you're asking for. Like they all have different prices and there's different options, but it's way cheaper, like less than $20. You get unlimited service and you don't pay hundreds of dollars, especially if you don't even watch those. You're all day working and you don't even like watch TV. That's disgusting for your wallet. No offense. Number 5. This one is eating away to a lot of people's finances. And this one's one that not everyone's gonna do. And it's buying branded clothes. Now hear me out. We get it. Gucci, Supreme, Nike, Jordan, I don't know. Look, the point is they're expensive. $60 for a shirt? Is it worth? If you really think about it. Just ponder on that for a second. You could buy 6 shirts or maybe 3 different shirts, right? Different styles of shirts. It could be a dress shirt, maybe 2 tank tops and a t-shirt that look in good condition. Just because they don't have Gucci, they're cheaper. But you're gonna tell me $60 for a Gucci shirt? I mean, you do with your money what you want, but to me, that's a waste of money. It's not efficient. Instead of buying Gucci, I would rather invest in Gucci. Just an example. Would it make you more money in the long run? Maybe. Not a financial advisor, but just an idea. So, branded clothes, they're eating away at your finances. Most of my clothing are not branded. However, if you can manage to get these branded clothing on sale, I mean, go for it. Why not? I mean, you worked for your money so you could enjoy it, right? Just don't buy them at expensive prices. If you see something cheap, go for it. If to you it gives you value for what you paid, sure. At the end of the day, you're still going to use it at least. It's not something that's just going to be collecting dust, I would hope. But just an idea. Number 6 is a very hard one. And I could get why. It would be cigarettes, alcohol, basically those 2. Heck, weed. I've had friends that tell me that they could easily spend, I don't know if it was like $200 a week on weed. Plus, that's without accounting for all the food they eat because of the munchies they get, right? I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm not saying don't do this, don't do that. What's right, what's wrong? I'm just saying, is it wise to spend $200 on something when you are not financially stable? So, if you don't have a car, if you don't have a job, you do with your money as you please. And you could have fun. You could drink alcohol. You could smoke cigs. Especially if you have an addiction, I could understand. I personally haven't been addicted to substances, but I have been addicted to things. And I could understand how hard it is to try and break any sort of addiction. So it's very important to try and face those addictions and try and get rid of them. And you probably have, and maybe you're frustrated with yourself. And that's perfectly fine. It's okay. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be upset with yourself. It's okay. That's what's gonna drive you to change. But you have to keep going. If you fail once, you try again. And like cigarettes are expensive, like $10 per pack, and there's people that smoke 1 pack per day. That's $300 in a month, more or less. Some people even smoke 2. That would be $600 per month. Now account for rent, bills. You could easily chip away at your earnings. So those were 6 things that could be eating away at your finances. But wait, don't go yet, because Shaggy's Ideas has more videos coming up. And don't forget to drop me one of these and consider subscribing for more self-improvement videos like this one, whether it be financial, physical, mental, or anything. Everything self-improvement. I'm not perfect, but I'm on my journey to improve, and consider joining me. Watch any of the videos on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next Shaggy's Ideas.